Hey, what's going on everybody? Gray Alistair here, and welcome to today's exotic lost sector on the moon, K1 Logistics. This is another fairly easy exotic lost sector with a couple nuances and key locations inside of the sector to post up and bring home the exotic. So without further ado everybody, let's get this bread. Alright, so a couple parameters to go over real quick. The champions that we're going to be seeing in here are Barrier and Overload champs. Another thing, we'll be seeing some arc and solar shields. There will be solar shields on all of the shanks, and there will be arc shields on the fallen captains. So my recommendations for this, in terms of exotic pieces and stuns, I really like Arbalest for the barrier champions because Arbalest is also really good at popping all of these shields. So the solar shield you wouldn't have to care about, you can just pop it with Arbalest. Same with the arc shields and any other shields that you would see in all other content. Wish Ender is also really good for barrier champions and Revision 0. This season's new exotic is also intrinsic for barrier champs. I would not recommend it for PvE, but there is an option. Another good exotic piece for the overloads would be Layman Arc. Layman Arc with the poison damage, the tick damage is always fantastic, as is Thunderlord. Thunderlord is the heavy machine gun, the arc heavy machine gun. Exotic weapons that I would suggest, Osteostriga is actually amazing with the poison tick damage on the overloads and honestly on the barrier champions as well. But we do have overload SMG this season, so the overload stun with Osteostriga and its poison is going to be amazing. It's also an excellent ad clear weapon, so I really recommend that. I actually end up using that in this video. Okay, so when we initially load in, we will be in a hallway, and this hallway will be blocked off by some explosives. So go ahead and explode those, just shoot them, and they will explode. Alongside these explosives, there is an overload champion in the hallway with you. So make sure you have stuns at the ready to stun that overload. Once you take them out and you head into the first room, there will be a barrier on the back ledge and a bunch of vandals. There's also a captain with an arc shield and some more vandals on the right side, the right balcony. This location in the room right here is actually an excellent spot to post up, and once you clear enough ads, you'll be able to progress to the next room. Okay, so the second room, there is immediately an overload captain and solar shield shanks. So once those are cleared out, a bunch of exploding shanks will spawn in and rush up to meet you. Sit back, blow them up, and you'll be fine. In the back left of the room, there will also be an overload spawn, and a barrier will have spawned in the pit below. Slowly clear the ads while sticking by cover, and you should be good to go. Once you clear this room and you head into the second hallway, there will be a group of wretches and an overload captain. Keep to cover, and you should be fine. Upon entering the boss arena, a barrier servitor, a group of dregs, and 2 nightmare enemies will spawn in. These nightmare enemies, there is going to be 1 dreg and 1 shank. You will see them in my video here. Once you clear the barrier and the dregs, a second wave will spawn alongside a second barrier champion and some solar shield shanks. Clear enough of these ads and the boss will start to attack you. As a side note, getting too close to the boss while it still has its white immunity shield will kill you. I had to find that out the hard way. So once the boss starts moving around and attacking you, an overload champion will spawn in on the left with a bunch of dregs. A good spot to post up is this location right here, right in front of the hallway exit actually, so it's very easy to get to. If you ever feel like there's too much heat during this fight, you can retreat down the hallway. The ads will not follow you here, and you can recover health and abilities as needed. Do keep in mind though that there is a time limit. Once you damage the servitor boss enough, it will teleport to the left, and then the phase after that, it will teleport to the right. Once you kill the boss, claim the chest, and hopefully you get the exotic piece of your dreams. Happy farming, Guardians.